Everybody, welcome back to Penny Arcade Adventures on the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness. Episode 1. When last we left off, we destroyed evil sentient garbage cans. And some hobos. A number of pots are rattling on the makeshift stove. The stench is that of boiled cat. Good-hearted kettle at your service. Were you drawn to this sickened district as I was? By the poverty? By the wretched lot of the feral hobo? Yeah, seriously, what is with these hobos? As you are no doubt aware, hoboism, or Patia hobosia, is a terrible hereditary disease, a disease with no known cure. Most men crack beneath its weight, succumbing to powerful rage. All victims feel an uncontrollable urge to wear moth-eaten flannel or to pick and strum on guitars. Hobos, huh? Well, they say there's no bow like hobo. You're only too right, friend. I would do anything for these foaming violent men. I'm actually sort of homeless myself now. Know any place to stay? I think the likelihood of one catching a disease is quite high, but there's often many vacancies at the shithole. The shithole, you say? Correct, yes. The shithole. Oh man, that sounds fucking great. You may find it superior to life upon these mean streets, sir. And again, you may not. Anything we can do to help, Gerhard? Actually, yes, there is. A soup operation of this kind requires quite a lot of meat. You wouldn't happen to have a large supply of fresh, marbled meat, would you? Meat of human kindness. Oh man, have we got some meat for you? Meat? What kind of meat? Oh, you know. I can vouch for its freshness. Okay. I really appreciate you want to help, and this is a lot of meat. A lot. I mean, wow. I need sanctioned meat. Meat blessed by a bureaucracy. Meat I can trust. I need authorized meat, I'm sorry. Ooh, here comes the meat train, Gerald. Again, friends, I'm sorry. I can't just accept any mystery protein. I can only accept lawful, legitimate meats. I'm afraid I must insist. See you around, Gerard. Keep the faith, etc. Farewell. Come back if you need anything at all. We need a way to mask the source of our grim source of our meat from Gerhard. Oh yeah. We are that twisted. For the sake of reward, we will feed hobos themselves. Alright, quit your knee knocking. Trash is piling up, people. I hope you got good news for me. Has this happened before? Angry garbage? Before? I don't think so. Seems like something you'd remember. These creatures could be hair moths in their larval stage, but that's sludge we collected area. Mere science cannot discern its deeper nature. It may have dark properties we can't begin to guess, such as the power to rouse common objects into a shambling unlife. Seriously? God, I hope so. I think we've got it cleaned up, so to speak. Oh, you folks, I'll tell you what, I got something special for you. Boy, oh boy. James Filth produces a red plastic coin to which bits of bristle still cling. Dirty token boardwalk currency. This is a token for the Pelican Bay Boardwalk's redemption games. It smells like vinegar. Rise of the refuse. You're paying us in garbage? This isn't garbage. Well, I mean, I found it in the garbage, sure. It's a token for the Pelican Bay Boardwalk. Damn thing's practically money. Yeah, I'm always finding great stuff in trash. James produces a jar full of what appears to be human teeth. He then rattles the jar like a grizzly maraca. Wow. So those are... Wow. It's always good to know you have, you know, some teeth. Beauties, ain't they? You found all those teeth in the garbage? How could I not? Have fun with your big jar of human teeth. Oh man, how could I not? We're just gonna pretend this never happened. But first, to the fair. We may not be able to get in, but there was an item for which the cost was but one measly token. That big-ass gear. The man before you draws himself up, simulating respectability. Ernest Swinwell, reputable vendor, despite what you may have heard, or even directly experienced. Let's see what you have for sale. In the misbegotten hovel of the booth, you can see a soot-stained gear, a tiny Ferris wheel which seems to be in excellent condition, and an ornate-looking horn. One token for that gear, huh? Well, I've got a token. Roll that gear out here. He places his left hand on the gear, then extends his palm to his hand. Then extends his right. He places his left hand on the gear, then extends his right toward you, palm up. He places a semi-filthy coin within. Have fun with your whatever this thing is. He rolls out your new acquisition indifferently, returns to his strange little nest. Giant gear, giant robot clue. What profane acts has this gear been party to? He then places the small coin on his thumb, flipping it into the air, and catches it in his mouth and begins to chew. I think it's time to leave. You just ate a very, very dirty token. When that sort of thing happens, it's time to go. Another successful expedition, I hope. I hardly know where to begin. Do we have enough parts to upgrade? Not enough for Tycho, but Gabe punches people all day with his bare knuckles. I'm worried about chafing. That's why I take time to moisturize. Far be it from me to interrupt your moisture regimen, Gabriel. That said, your blows could leave a greater impression. More damage? Really? Absolutely. Is this some kind of dream? Am I having a dream right now? You are not, sir. I simply need to measure the dorsal aspect of your flexed metacarpal jangled joints. Okay. Brass knuckles. Anne Claire created these to augment Gabriel's already potent pugilistic powers. You did secure a rather large gear, did you? And this gear is to be down. It is down in the garage, ready to be raised with the crane. You have a crane? Anne becomes the very picture of poise. Every young lady should have a crane. You might be intrigued by our strange winding key. Winding key would indeed be strange. It would imply that beyond every other odd feature, this machine is spring-driven in some way. Quaint. Wouldn't they still need this thing? Why would they leave it around? Perhaps the key is only required during the activation phase. That, or perhaps it is no longer necessary. It may be that our mysterious inventor perfected a new power source. Our partnership is Our partnership really has been incredibly productive. Hopefully this gear and vast key will bear fruit. Indeed, child. Dark fruit. Yes, Uncle. Is any of this stuff helping you at all? Oh, yes, of course. I apologize. I often quite live within my own head. I will continue my studies certainly to those depths which science may penetrate, but I am operating from a theory. What is the theory you're operating from? Taken as a whole, the evidence presents an alarming assertion. The corruption of a mechanical construct with forces beyond natural science. Malevolent beings may roost in ordinary machines. Indeed, there are many such cases, as I'm sure you know my thesis. Uncle, so-called extraneal possession is not something I can determine with a test tube. What's next? I will tell you that the boy you brought earlier, the one wriggling with writing in no human language, did leap out the window. And even now rules with some nefarious purpose. Could it be that this small part hungers to be reunited with the whole? Were you able to ascertain its direction? Towards Hobo Alley, I believe, and seismic data corroborates a possible rendezvous, as preposterous as that may appear. I don't know how much more I can discern from bits and bobs. We need to obtain a prototype of the machine, the beautiful whole. I'll see what else we can bring you. Good hunting! Back to Hobo Alley. Yeah, I know. Still got trash, but at least don't roll around to bite you. Always look on the bright side of life. He straightens his lapels as you approach. Of course, you must be from the Academy. This is about the grant, yes? I have no idea what you're talking about. He seems almost destroyed by the news. Yes, I see. Dr. Wimple, that is to say, Dr. Arnold P. Wimple at your service. I had rather hoped that you were an envoy of the old Academy. I have paperwork in for a research grant, you see. A grant my pressing work desperately requires. How long has your document been in, Dr. Wimple? I attend the OA myself, and the place is a madhouse. And I mean that in the literal sense. 27 years. I think you might have gotten your response then. Yes, I'm afraid you may be right. That is the trouble with founding a new field. One is constantly under siege by heretics and unbelievers. What exactly is your area of expertise, Doctor? You might have seen some of my experiments in this very neighborhood. Many of them are ongoing. I'm a urinologist. I guess I'm not familiar with the, field. I study the effects of urine on things. So you pee on stuff? No, sir, I do not merely... Any layman might approach a suitable material and simply relieve oneself. There are very few who may say they truly urinate. Yeah. What is the ultimate goal of urinology? We as to say I, believe that a robot will pee of its own free will during our lifetimes. This will be incredible. It looks like your, lab is locked up. Yes, you are very observant. It is locked up, as you say, because of those cursed hobos and their hoboid excesses. They are everywhere, fouling my experiments with their excretions. Pardon me for asking, but I'm fascinated. You don't want them to pee on your pee. The whole thing is very complicated, and I wouldn't expect you to understand it. These tragic diseased men stand in the path of science. What I need are deeply immoral men or women, or some combination of those two, to make these damnable hobos urinate elsewhere. Perhaps in hell. Such men and women would be compensated richly so. I'm in possession of certain... He looks up and down the street furtively. Certain rare cards. Rare who? It's a scientist thing. The Nobel P Prize. What? You just want us to go kill some hobos? Goodness, no, and I never would. Kill the hobos. What would you even do with a grant? I've exhausted the scientific prospects of the local area, I'm afraid. You've peed. I mean, really peed on everything here. At one time or another, yes, many things more than once. My studies are quite rigorous. Congratulations. Yes. My proposal to the old academy involved urinating directly on the sin wheel Pelican Bay's infamous Ferris wheel. It's actually sort of awesome. Imagine someone peeing on something like that. Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be important? Would it? Yes! Well, the money I've had to scale back my experiments somewhat. But if I could obtain, via some means, a 1/64 scale replica of the sin wheel, I believe that I could accurately model the effects of urine on the larger structure. I'm always keeping an eye out for that Ferris wheel of yours, Dr. Wimple. Supposedly. True, it was a glorious picture. A giant urinating on a huge Ferris wheel in the morning sun. He seems to lose his train of thought. Please continue. Alas, it wasn't to be. A less dramatic option would be to simulate the results using a replica of the Ferris wheel. If you could find me a model of the sin wheel in your travels in about time, I could make it very worth your while. And we're still on the lookout for your Ferris wheel. Good luck on your pee search. Dr. Arnold P. Wimple's purses his lips. I don't think he appreciated my pun. Well, you can go to hell. We don't like your kind around here. Y'all can't handle these mean streets. Watch me, bitch. If killing you is wrong, I don't want to be right. You also don't want to be alive, apparently. I can help with that. Work on Gabe's activeness. Damn! Oh! Hooray! Dead hobos. Sign reads, eggplant looks like Lincoln. More hobos. I like them shoes. Give them to me. You can take them from my cold dead feet, sir. Oh, that Wimple, he put you up to this? Kind of. Does that bother you? Hi. Perfect. You may be resistant to punches, but you won't be able to resist this. Hi. Damn! Upsetting. Get any closer and you're dead. Yes! Die. Honestly, I could stand to kill a few more hobos. I hate them outsiders. Ah, we're surrounded. Y'all about to see some hobos gone wild. Not sure if I want to see that. In fact, I dare say that's the exact opposite of something I want to see. See you in hell. hobo tat. However that goes. Raw sauce. Boom, 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 boom. Hurt. It hurt me deep inside. Where no band-aid can help me. After that, you must die. Son of a bitch. Five hobos remain. Let's try to avoid hobo murder in front of Gerhard. He might catch on when he sees us tearing their meaty bits off. Yes. And we are maxed. You just healed, you wanker. Ooh, a new attack for Gabe. New attack for Gabe. Body barrage. Rapidly yeah, the same thing. Hit the target zone to stun one enemy. 3 hobos remain. There they are now. Don't interrupt me while I'm touching myself. Sir, nothing would disturb me more than to interrupt you while touching. Really? You may be resistant versus punches, but are you resistant versus stun? The answer is no. You are irking me something fierce, sir. Oh, you really are. Hobocide. Reynolds' hobo problem has been resolved. We should inform him of that fact. Hello, hello. We've directed the hobos to seek greener pastures, or at any rate less yellow ones. Indeed, indeed, then payment is in order. Gather around, gather round. Earl opens the park gate and ushers you in. And makes a great show of excavating his pockets. With obvious light, and before you can recoil, he deposits a bizarre punch card. Monkey card, Dr. Wimple reward. This odd little punch card has a monkey on it, for some reason. Crumpled ticket. This tattered ticket allows entry to Pelican Bay, New Arcadia's perverse boardwalk district. And a wad of lint into your outstretched hand. This is some lint. What is this card about exactly? Yes, the promised card. Of course, my days beside the ring are long over. Not much good to non-scientists, I suppose. Curiosity at best. Everyone's mind seems to drift off into space and perhaps time. Perhaps I've said too much. Tell me about this awesome ticket you gave us. That ticket will grant one family access to Pelican Bay Boardwalk. You don't need it? Sadly, I am no longer allowed in the venue. My attempts to research the Sinwell have not been especially well received. This is lint? Yes, unfortunately. That was an accident. You may keep it, however. Hey, thanks for all that stuff. Emerald nods. You got a little... Oh, what now? Did everybody else see that? I saw that, if by that you mean those shiny golden locks. Man, what is his regiment? I'm not discussing his goddamn coffer. I'm talking about his overall shifty demeanor and fashionable hobo tote. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's weird or whatever. We should follow this trail of dangerous, snarling hobos. Yeah, we should. Eventually. Or there's one thing I want to show you before this video is over. Here's our ticket to the boardwalk. Yeah, but that's a family ticket. We extend those tickets to special tickets to loving families. Surely you don't expect me to believe that you are not related to another. That guy is some kind of hairy half-man, and that guy over there is some kind of albino marmot. I wouldn't even know how to describe you. People in our family are generally well armed. I see. We tend to carry machine guns. Yes, I see that. We can also punch people really hard. Yes, really hard. I understand. Like, bam. Curtis Swindle, reputable vendor, fumbles inside his kiosk to the button. The gate to Pelican Gate is now Bay is now open. I cannot stand all these bargains. I must flee. I didn't want to talk to him yet. You see a mime, conspicuously garbed in a lab coat. He's going through some kind of stuck-in-a-box thing with precision and gravity of a religious act. He suddenly seems to take notice of you. Oh, thank God, somebody who isn't a fucking lunatic. Well, I wouldn't be so hasty. You're just hanging out and miming it up? I need help. I need it so bad. We get this a lot. Not like this, you don't. This may come as a surprise to you, but I was once a mime. Get out of town. No, it's true. I serve their dark god, bringing huge swaths of this place under his mute domain. Mimes have a dark god? If you want to register a club legally, you have to have a dark god. A cult, rather. It's like the first blank on the form. Hideous deity? I didn't know it was all so official. Our god's power grows in silence, reaching its apex when he devours the universe, and all things become still in his belly. The other mimes are obsessed with bringing the silent one into being on this plane. And listen, you have to understand that it wasn't always like this with the mimes. It used to be all imaginary lampposts, and oh no, I'm stuck in a box. It was all before they found the book. Tycho is visibly shaken. The book? Right. The book that revealed every mime's true service, their deeper calling, the Necrowomicon. There's kind of a cute munchkin on the cover, but don't be fooled by that shit. We did 666 birthday parties to fund it, but our expedition to the mysterious East claimed a dark prize. That guy doesn't look like a mime. It's ridiculous. We had a Necrowomicon for study at the old academy. Not some forbidden mime lore. It's completely blank. That book is the biggest hoax in the history of apocalyptics. I assure you it's no hoax. The book may be gone, but its power is not. Even now they work through the city, consummating its profane commandments. It's too bad, too. I'm actually very fond of existence. And you were hanging around with these guys, why again? It was a peer pressure thing, you know how it is. I was at this party once and everybody started worshipping this elemental form of evil. I just wanted to be cool, you know? And they started passing around that cursed idol. Alright, yes, evil god, what can be done? Oh, you can't stop it, it's impossible. That god is the dark hush of the other night. He is the utter quiet of a casket sealed in a mountain tomb. So you told us all this because, I don't know, just making conversation, I guess. I'll tell you, you got big problems. Oh, look, another person who needs help. After trying to work up the courage to go back in there, back into the boardwalk. When I left, I had to leave quickly. Quietly. Yeah, well, that makes sense, like, for your people. I left behind 3 tools I'd need if I ever wanted to mime again. Regular mime, not murder the entire universe mime. They've no doubt passed my shit amongst themselves now. My invisible rope, my invisible briefcase, and invisible stairs. How are you sure you don't have this stuff? Right, I mean, why don't you just pretend you have it back? Actually, I can do you one better. Gabriel makes a show of handing the mine 3 impossibly large objects. There you go. It's clear you just don't get it. Try this on the next mime you see, asshole. Then come back here with your stand-up fucking comedy. He throws you something and somehow you catch it. This box traps mimes. Mimes hate these fucking things. You wave goodbye. The X-Mime waves at you a gigantic, exaggerated wave like a beauty queen from the deck of a ship. It is a wave with quiet power. Finally get around to doing the thing I wanted to do. And it's nothing to do with those damn clowns. We'll kill them later. Flying pricks. Aim at the balloon with the left stick. Press X to throw the dart. Pop as many balloons as possible. I missed. Missed again. Missed again. I'm usually better at this. Fine. Ugh. Feck it. Yay, token. You need a lot of these. So after I stop this video, I'm gonna win a few more of them. I am the Blues 32. This is Penny Arcade Adventures on the rain-slick precipice of darkness. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.